Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for cutting the ribbon on this beautiful Dilboy Stadium. I do want to make one comment about our stadiums and playing fields. If you want to see where the real diversity of users is, just visit one of our playing fields or one of our stadiums. So we're thrilled to have completed this project, which serves not only Somerville athletes, but also as a regional facility, because our fields and stadiums serve so many diversity of people in the city. So we're really excited to do this. First up, we have Mayor Joe Curtatone, who's going to say a few words.
Thanks, Louisa. Well, good morning, everyone, and mostly those who are tuning in at home. For me, it's deja vu all over again. I remember being here, I think it's 15 years ago when we opened up this facility. So for those of you who don't know the history, I want to give it to you. But first, I do want to introduce those who are present here tonight, my colleagues in government. To my right, you know all her work as a director of recreation and many hats, chief of staff, and now public works commissioner Jill Latham. Let's give her a round of applause. You heard PSUF director, one of our champions in OSPCD, Luis Oliveira. And a big shout out to George Proakes and the entire OSPCD staff, Alan, everyone for all the work you do, the team. City Council at large, Ms. Kristen Strezzo. And from Ward 7 of the school committee, Ms. Carrie Norman, the vice chair. You can share her twice. Currently, the council from Ward 7, the mayor-elect and soon-to-be mayor on January 3rd, Ms. Katjana Valentine. Right. And to all of you, thanks. Now, this field has a lot of significance for us. It was posthumously dedicated to a hero, George Dilboy. George Dilboy immigrated with his family here when he was a teenager to Brick Bottom from Asia Minor in Greece. He died in the battlefields of World War I and below France, charging a machine gun nest. I know this story because Katjana and I attend this ceremony celebrating Greek Independence Day, and we always honor George Dilboy. He is honored around the world. He's a true son of Somerville and Greece. True immigrant story and a hero. And I, as a high school athlete, came through Somerville High, played on this field, the old stadium, many times, and it didn't look like this. Right before I took office as mayor, we didn't own to run this facility. It's always been run the Commonwealth. It was virtually condemned. Stands are falling apart, the cement stands, the visiting stands. The field was in terrible condition. We didn't control any asset, and at the time, the community was having an important discussion. And still today, as we make investments to improve and expand our open space, the Commonwealth, then the MDC, Metropolitan District Commission, eventually called DCR, Department of Conservation Recreation, controlled 85% of our open space, or thereabouts. So we worked in partnership with them. The late Senator Charlie Shannon, whose plaque is there to memorialize him, others in the community, neighbors, going back to the Capital administration to finally get the funding to build a really state-of-the-art facility this community deserves. But we also realize and work with the school department and others that, hey, we can offer the Commonwealth local expertise and awareness to really obtain and maintain operational maintenance control, not just as a Somerville facility, but regional. Jill Latham, the entire team, the community, we've done an exceptional job. And so over the years, and eventually we came from the stadium, the pool, and now the auxiliary field, and we need to do the same. We've done it with the rink, although now we've turned that back over for reasons. We want to give it to experts who can maintain that better, but Foss Park needs to come next. But on this field here, testimony to people who work to maintain it, even a synthetic surface, needs to be maintained. It outlasted its projected lifespan of 10 years by 5 years. 6, and it's really by 6. But thank you to everyone's advocacy and work in doing that. The people who come here, the people who use it, the staff. But I want to thank our state delegation who has supported this partnership. I want to thank our state delegation who votes every year for parks grants to help us improve our open space. Our city council who does not hesitate and fights for more funding to create more open space, the community that passed the Community Preservation Act, and our school committee. It's a partnership. This is an important regional asset. we maintain it well, and we've shown that we can alleviate the operational stress in the Commonwealth and do a good job for the entire region. So I want to thank you all for doing that. Big projects like this don't happen on their own, and it wasn't for everyone's advocacy. Especially want to commend you, Jill, for pushing hard to make sure we got this done. The agreement we have with the Commonwealth charges us to make investments in preventive maintenance, but then for major capital projects, and we put money into this as well. Next is to come is the rest of the campus, to be able to use that not just in the daytime. The community have access to all kinds of activities that are passive, athletic, recreational, to get out, play hard, improve our health outcomes. So I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for all your hard work, and it gives me great honor and privilege to introduce to you the Ward 7 City Councilor, a champion of open space, the Mayor-elect of the City of Somerville, soon to be Madam Mayor, Ms. Tatiana Valentine.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody here. I mean, the staff. Pardon?
Lean into the mic.
Oh, okay then.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you to everybody for being here. Really, Jill, I have to say you've just done a tremendous amount of, advocating for this and operationalizing this, and always with the point of thinking about our kids. You've been a consistent supporter and advocate for that. So I, really have to say thank you so much for making this happen too. And, OSPCD, Louisa, Angela, and Andrea. Okay, and Angela, but Andrea has done somersaults to make sure that we get the logos and the appropriate supplies and materials for this field. So thank you so much for that. The grounds crew, you guys are awesome. I know that you will be watching this with vigilance because our esteemed leader will make sure that instead of an extra 6 years, we'll probably get an extra 12 years out of it. So thank you for that. And, my colleague, Kristen Strezzo at large, and my colleague on the school committee, who's always been a tremendous advocate, Carrie Norman, for all the students. So thank you for being here. I'm excited that this asset is here, and especially because it's in Ward 7. Thank you. And I'd like to introduce Jill Latham, who's the acting commissioner of DPW and director of Parks and Rec.
Thank you, Mayor-elect and Mr. Mayor. And I want a special shout out to the PSUF department, because without you, this would not have happened. And thank you for being our partners in advocacy. I want to say a big shout out to my cohort, Ben Waldrop, my operations director in Parks and Recreation, who without you, Ben, this would not have happened. And thank you to the grounds crew for the phenomenal work that you do for this city every single day, Stephen. You guys literally knock it out of the park for us every single day. And Mr. Mayor, I think I could never could do my job remotely to the level of excellence that's required and warranted in this community without you. Without your support, without your due diligence, without your tenacity, this would not happen, this would not be here, and we would not be as successful as we are in advocating for what we need in this city and for the state if it wasn't for you, Mr. Mayor, and our wonderful school committee and city council members. So thank you so much, and I'm fired up for the season this next spring for kids and to get out there, and also our adult users, and they deserve this. They've earned this, and this is our city and this is our field. So.
I do want to give a shout out to the contractors who are here. All right, for doing great work. If I've got the names right. So our landscape architects, Warner Larson, and our contractor, Atlantic Sports Group. Great job. Crushed it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I guess we cut the ribbon or we throw a ball. Either way. I like the latter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I think we're about ready to cut the ribbon, but before doing so, I just want to point out a couple of features to this field that you may not see with your eyes if you're here. Of course, it's a beautiful, brand new football field, but the track has also been resurfaced, and there have been a number of improvements that, while you can't see them, are super important because they help with drainage. And as you know, and as we went through the Conservation Commission, this is adjacent to the Alewife Brook, so it's very important that we implemented those drainage improvements. So we're just as excited as you are, Jill, about our new athletic teams using this field. I can't wait to see how we're going to win all of the state championships now that we have this wonderful organic synthetic field. No excuses now. Thank you. Let's go cut the ribbon.
This is practice happening. 1, 2, 3.
You'll succeed!